For centuries, rice has played a key role in the customs and culture of the Taiwanese people. The way to harvest is fraught with obstacles, natural disasters such as droughts and floods. But if nature has been cooperative, come harvest time, the rice stalks bend, heavy under the weight of the plump grains. Shining in the sun like gold, these grains nourish not only bodies, but the souls of the Taiwanese people. In the 16th century, the Portuguese sailed by Taiwan, calling it Formosa, the beautiful isle. At the time, Taiwan was inhabited by Aborigines. They lived a simple life, surviving by fishing, hunting, and gathering. Rice cultivation was to come to the island not till much later, when settlers from China arrived. However, in trying to trace the history of rice cultivation in Taiwan, a piece of the puzzle remains unsolved. At the island's southern tip, archaeologists uncovered shards of pottery urns more than 4,000 years old. The imprint of rice husks on the shards can be clearly seen. Did Taiwan's earliest ancestors already know how to cultivate rice? Perhaps we'll never know. Preparation for the spring planting is the first step in the annual process of rice cultivation. Not only the cultivation of rice, but its role in Taiwan's culture and customs is very much a seasonal affair. With the changing seasons comes different foods and festivals related to rice, and a progression in bringing the rice crop to fruition. The fertile flooded fields are ready to receive the young rice seedlings. To the uninitiated eye, they look like nothing more than small clumps of weeds. 67-year-old rice farmer Guo bends over with an agility that belies his age, gently placing each seedling in the thick, fertile mud, where they will take root and flourish. Taiwan's economic prosperity has brought with it a revolution in farming methods. On most Taiwanese rice farms, the advent of modern equipment has replaced the traditional, labor-intensive methods of rice cultivation. Tractors to plant and harvest the rice have made the back-breaking labor in knee-deep water a thing of the past. Still, most elder residents can remember well when there was no easy way. The call to dinner is simple: eat rice. The family gathers around the dinner table, bowls of steaming rice placed before each member. No matter how plentiful the meal, rice is the centerpiece, and children who waste even a grain are given a scolding. Despite Taiwan's affluence, the traditional reverence for rice and the labor required to bring it forth from the field are not diminished. For the Taiwanese, Part of expressing gratitude is the important ritual of ancestor worship. Perhaps the words worship and ritual imply a religious belief. However, it's more an expression of reverence and remembrance of those who came before.
做工作嘛吼，安尼今仔日你这子孙，都我大家拢招转来，准备饭菜，安尼在甲你拜拜，安尼吼，你着保庇这子孙，互大家出外大趁钱啊。
Within most Taiwanese homes is a small altar dedicated to the ancestors. It may or may not include a simple photograph of deceased parents. But when it comes time to pay respect to the ancestors, there is one thing no altar will be without: a bowl of rice. It's no coincidence that one of the most important holidays on the Chinese lunar calendar is about remembering the ancestors. Every spring, usually in the beginning to middle of April on the Western calendar, is Tomb Sweeping Day. Families visit the graves of their ancestors, and as the name implies, sweep and tidy them up. And they present an offering, which includes various foods made from rice. Rice is a food of great versatility. Uncooked rice is ground with water into a paste, which forms the basis for a variety of tasty treats. Among them are the red turtle-shaped cakes, which represent good luck and longevity, and are a favorite birthday food for elderly people. Taiwan's diverse religious beliefs and festivals reflect in part the people's respect for the power of nature. This is for no one more true than the rice farmer, who calls his occupation one that relies on the heavens. By the side of almost every field in Taiwan rests a very small temple. Inside sits the robed figurine of a revered deity, Tu Di Gong, the earth god. Farmers pray to him regularly and often offer a respectful bow or few words of reverence as they scurry to and from their fields. If the farmer's prayers are heard and the heavens are gracious, the spring rains come as expected. There is even a special day within the traditional 24 weather cycles known poetically as the Rain of the Grain, which falls around the 20th of April. If the rains come as expected, farmers breathe a sigh of relief. This year's crop is off to a good start. Under the hot sun, the rice stalks stand tall like soldiers, bending slightly in the warm summer breeze.